Hello and welcome. I am so glad you're here to learn how NLP can help you achieve the results that you want faster and with ease and grace in this intro to modern NLP with me, Leslie, at New Life Paradigm. So I'm going to get started and share my screen with you. So here we go. So what we're going to cover today is, number one, a hearty thank you to you for watching this video. Then we're going to cover why we learn NLP. What is neuro-linguistic programming exactly? Who I am and why I do NLP, why I became a trainer of NLP, and how you can learn NLP if it's of interest to you. So first, I want to start with a big thank you to you for your time watching this intro video. If you've spent time and talked with me before, or you're just watching this video, either way, thank you for your time. Thank you for being the incredible value that you are to the planet, to your loved ones, to your children if you have them, and to others who you're an example to. You never know who's watching and whose life you're changing. So thank you on behalf of your future self for spending your time with us today. I'm Leslie Gunterson, and I will be with you throughout this entire introduction and any work we do together in a training program, one of my group programs, therapy, or in collaboration. And I am really excited to share with you this mini intro to what NLP is all about and why my company, New Life Paradigm, Modern NLP and Training for Change, is a great place to learn about NLP and make life changes. First, it's important to know why we study our mind and its programs through neuro-linguistic programming. Why do we study how our brain makes patterns in our actions, in our words, and in our attitudes? What's the benefit of that? Well, for example, have you ever done something over and over and not known why you can't stop doing it? Whether that's biting your nails, probing your proboscis, smoking, other addictions, or maybe there's language patterns that you use and would like to stop using. Maybe there's bad attitudes that affect those around you and affect yourself, of course, and your results. Would you like to understand how habit patterns work and to be able to change your own habit patterns at any time? Sure, of course, we all would. If you're in sales or working with customers, would it be valuable to you to recognize when you have a deep connection with another person and they're really following what you're saying? Perhaps that would be important to you in your primary relationship as well. If you're in therapy or you're in HR in your company, would it be a huge advantage to you to be able to understand and resolve deep conflicts in your home, in work, or with couples? In therapy. Now, if you're in education, would it be helpful for you to assist your students in having better memory for what they're learning and to know how to access that memory and really understand the material and get it for the test? These are some of the benefits of knowing neuro-linguistic programming, or as I like to call it, the study of how your mind works to create your results. Now, I am obsessed with you deeply knowing your value in the world and living it. And I have been interested in neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, and how my brain works since the 1980s. It was then that I first began to follow Tony Robbins' work in Inner Power, and I have been fascinated by it ever since. Now, what the study of NLP and how my brain works has done for me has allowed me to deal with the unconscious programming I had a lot about money and lack. Once I was able to change this, I began to track other sources of income streams and greater income for myself and my family. Therefore, beliefs are powerful, and changing them can make a huge difference in one's life. One of my clients came to me with anxiety. Yet when we discussed how this anxiety was affecting her ecology and environment, how it was really a problem for her, she let me know her biggest concern, and that was her special needs daughter. If I don't have a good self-worth, she said, how can I show my daughter how to value herself amidst all these problems she's having at school? She revealed this, and this was her real reason for dealing with her own anxiety and self-worth. After her session, she reported not finding a little bit more self-worth, not raising her self-esteem, but finding, quote, a wellspring of self-worth. A wellspring. Now that is life-changing for both her and her daughter. And this is the kind of results we get with working with this technology. Now, typically people who learn and practice with me are able to overcome their faulty beliefs about all the things that get in their way. They're able to release their negative emotions, their attitudes, and their habits. Specifically, I like to work with beliefs and attitudes about money, which is a big one. Also concerning sales, attracting clients into their coaching or healing business, anxiety, other emotions, depression, those kinds of things. And when you do all this, you can double or triple your income in a very short period of time by getting rid of all these things in your way. There are also women who come to me with anxiety, such as a client I shared with you, or deep self-worth issues that we clear up. We will work on the areas of regret and guilt, fear, anything that's caused problems in your relationship or career. Lastly, we look at your goals and what you want to accomplish and give you a set of tools for accomplishing all of your goals consistently and easily. This can take a good career and make it a great one. Now, I'm really looking forward to meeting you and getting to know what you do and what strategies will help you to make the income you really want to make and or the impact that you really want to make on the planet. And this will change your life and those around you. My stand is that you can create anything you want in your life. You just have to overcome all of the internal programming that says that you cannot or that you're not worth it. And that programming is where NLP comes in, because you are worth it and you can live a life to be proud of and enjoy. Does that sound good? Good. So, what is NLP and why is modern NLP different? How is it different? Neurolinguistic programming, or NLP, is described as the study of excellence in behavior that gets desired results. It is an owner's manual for your mind, and therefore knowing NLP is taking a course in owning your own life creation more completely, which is why my company is called New Life Paradigm NLP. NLP allows you to first recognize the habits, programming, that you use to create your current results, and it allows you to access your neurology through your language, linguistic, and the language of your practitioner to change the patterns, programming. Once you change the habit patterns, you're free to write new patterns or programming and take new actions to create different results, which gets you change. Now, some people might be skeptical and think that knowing NLP is not really important. Maybe they even think that NLP is just mumbo jumbo. After all, perhaps your life is fine the way it is. Yet, do you know when NLP is being used against you? Did you know that politicians, public figures, marketers, and advertisers are very versed in NLP and know exactly how your mind works? NLP is being used to sell you products, market ideas, and get you to do things you otherwise might not do every single day. And when you learn NLP, you begin to see how people use it every day to influence you. Knowing NLP is an effective defense against manipulation, as well as a way to help you communicate more effectively so that you can obtain what you want out of your own life. NLP allows you to be in charge of your internal state. Do you want to be confident? Do you want to be resourceful? Do you want to just be calm and collected? Those are states. That's your internal state. NLP allows you to be resourceful at critical times necessary to your career and performance, such as when you have to pitch a product or do a speech in front of your company. NLP allows you to be congruent in your decision-making, avoiding internal conflicts. NLP allows you to understand your own strategies that you use for making decisions, feeling loved, purchasing products, etc. And NLP allows you to understand the strategies of others, which is useful in sales, also in romance, or in partnership. It also helps you connect more deeply with people and know if they're really understanding your communication. And there's much, much more to NLP. In NLP, you'll learn the language secrets of the most influential people in the world, and you'll learn how to model any outstanding performance you can see in others, improve your golf or another sport game, learn outstanding conflict resolution and negotiation skills. NLP is useful in business, and that includes sales, customer relations, politics, marketing, and human resources. It's also very useful in education and in entertainment. It's also useful in therapy, coaching, and counseling. Now, modern NLP includes several other technologies and therapy in coaching that I use in my NLP: timeline therapy, hypnosis, coaching, and MBIT technology. And my clients use all of these to get the results that they want. In training, I certify clients in NLP, timeline therapy, NLP coaching, and in September, we'll be adding hypnosis certification as well. So the next question you might have is, who am I and why have I become a trainer of NLP? And what exactly do I do? Well, I am a woman who's finally created the life I've always dreamed of. After 2 divorces and a lifetime of lack thinking, poor relationships, and limited income, well, let's not sugarcoat it, I was broke. I've created the relationship, the lifestyle, and the opportunities to live my dreams. I write, I speak, I travel, I get to mentor women to create what they want. And yet, I will share a little bit of how it used to be. After my second divorce, I found myself a broken single parent with no money and 4 sons to help through college. I had to look at my very visible results in life, as well as a sizable amount of debt and a horrible credit score. I had to understand the patterns that I had used to create this so that I can change it. I looked at my little paycheck and thought, oh my goodness, how is this going to be enough to survive on, let alone help my kids through college and have enough for my own retirement? Here are some pictures of my 4 boys and myself around that time. Our little trip to Greece as a family for my parents' anniversary, and the love of my life at our home. Now, I knew at the time when I went through my changes that NLP and changing my internal programming had to be the answer. And after being interested for much of my life, I was ready to learn it. Problem was, I couldn't afford the NLP training I wanted, so I got my parents to put a deposit on the course, and I listened to the NLP CDs for 2 years as I drove around in my car. Little by little, those CDs began to change my beliefs. So I had my first breakthrough in that little car, and I began to realize everything was up to me. I was a cause for everything in my life, and I can be a cause to make my life exactly the way I want it. And once you believe you can do something, I'm going to tell you, you're halfway there. My next breakthrough came around lack programming and finances and my money beliefs, and that breakthrough happened during my training, working on those processes and learning them at the same time. Fast forward to today, and I've tripled and then doubled again my income, and I've created the relationships that I want and helped my sons get through college, get launched into careers and lives. I'm living my dream with a partner who's thoughtful and loving and lets me be free to be myself and accomplish my dreams. And now I help women change their relationship with themselves first and then with money in group programs and one-on-one. I help women break through emotional blocks and limiting beliefs. I certify them in NLP and timeline therapy and coaching and hypnosis, and help them with the other skills that they need to be financially independent. My vision is to support women to know their value and to be financially independent so they can create the relationships they want that are happy, healthy, and amazing. My stand for you, if you're watching this, is that you can be, do, or have anything you want as long as you are able to get rid of the beliefs that say you cannot and take the action to create it. My client Beth invested $1,750 in a breakthrough to freedom and was able to overcome all of her negative emotions, including the angst of being in the same room with her ex-husband. Later, her daughter said, "Wow, Mom, what happened to you? You're not even the same person." This comment was made in relation to how calm she was instead of anxious. And she later reported that she felt just meh around her ex now. None of the anger, anxiety, or grief of the past existed for her anymore after our work. She can now move forward and take the actions she wanted to take in her new sales career, her fitness goals, and creating the future that she wanted. Pretty exciting, right? Bean is another one of my clients who invested in an online group program and reported that after just 3 months, she saved over $1,650 without any NLP, just by watching my down-to-earth videos. Here are some examples of what's possible at New Life Paradigm. Where's that cursor? There we go. If you're suffering emotionally with your self-worth, anxiety, painful emotions, beliefs, and programming that keep you stuck, or if you want some new tools to improve your client results and increase your coaching or therapy rates, or if you're ready to change your life and start a new life or a new career, if you want to communicate better, achieve your goals faster, and get better performance from yourself, then NLP training may be just what you want to accomplish what it is you want. So if this information has interested you, you can register your interest at the button below this video, and that will help you book a short call with me and or try out one of our home study courses. During this call, I'll be working with you to understand your interests, your needs, your values, and let you know if I can help you with one of the programs that we offer at New Life Paradigm. Then we can decide which one would assist you the most for your budget. And we do have things for every budget. I'll also share with you my 3-step signature system for change. Step 1, identify, then breakthrough, then activate. And that will give you a strategy that you can use to change your life. You will identify where you're at now and where you want to be and how you can get there. Then we'll help you break through all of your negative beliefs, emotions, programs, and habits that are getting in your way now. Then we're going to activate your motivation to take action with new patterns to achieve new results. During this call and our work together, I'll be working with you to create a plan that helps you to get free of the limits and blocks. I'm going to show you how changing your beliefs will change your life easily, and we'll discuss if NLP certification or a breakthrough of your own is a good next step for you. Now, it's important to know this is not a sales call. This is a free call in which I work with you to create a strategy and give you some real valuable ideas. So you'll want a quiet place to put your full attention on the call, and you'll want a pen and paper with you during this call. Because of all my service guarantees, I only invite about 40% of the people who have this conversation with me to continue to consider joining my programs. And I will only invite you to do so if I know that I can help you. I will not waste any of your time or your money if I can't. So fear not. My goal is to give you as much value as possibly can, whether we end up working together or not. Now, there's a beautiful quote here from Angie Karan that really exemplifies what we go through in our life. What we think is a breakdown is only a breakthrough. Whatever you may be going through, see it as an opportunity to propel yourself into the limitless heights in existence. Beautiful quote. Now, before we end, is some homework. I like to think of the Mission Impossible music right now. Your homework, before we talk, if you should choose to accept it, is to write down your biggest takeaway from this video. Then write down where you are now and where you want to be in your future with a date of buy-when. And then number 3, what would you see yourself getting from any work that we might do together? Please write these things down now before you forget, and book your call with me so we can discuss them. Bring your answers with you to the call. Now, here is my contact information, everything you might need. I am seriously looking forward to our conversation. I can't wait to help you live your new life and touch others on our planet. I want to know what impact you want to have and help you live your life and legacy here on planet Earth. I don't like to say goodbye, so I always tell my people, let me stop sharing this here. I always tell people there is no goodbyes. There's just, I will see you down the road.